the Supreme Court has agreed to hear the matter related to the violence, the crackdown outside Jamia University yesterday. That matter has now been posted for hearing on Tuesday. In fact, a plea had been filed by the Human Rights Law Network on the police crackdown at Jamia. While admitting that plea, in fact, the Chief Justice of India observed that he wants cops to ensure peace over there and that the court is not against peaceful demonstrations. I'm joined by my colleague Meenakshi Bhanja, who's brought us the story. Meenakshi, so the Chief Justice of India, the Supreme Court is going to hear the matter on Tuesday, but also an advisory warning had been issued to protesters.
Well, absolutely, Tanima, the Supreme Court of India feels that if protests, violence and destruction of public properties go on, then the Supreme Court can't do much. That is, in essence, the message that has been very clearly communicated by Chief Justice of India, Justice Bobde, to the petitioners' counsels, which included Indra Jaising and also Colin Gonsalves, who were trying to impress upon the Supreme Court as to why the police high-handedness, as they termed it, or the crackdown from last night is something which warrants for the Supreme Court's intervention. They went on to cite as to how there were instances of police entering purportedly the hostels, the toilets, and also inside the university premises, and they sought for the appointment of a retired Supreme Court judge to really probe this entire crackdown. But very stern message coming from the top court as well, which went on to state as to how the Supreme Court wants for there to be peace. And I quote, Tanima, the words of Chief Justice of India, Honorable Justice Bobde, who went on to state, and I quote, "We are not against peaceful demonstration, but not like this," unquote. So very terse warning also coming by from the top court that this sort of rioting and destruction of public properties will not be tolerated.
That's right, Meenakshi. We'll be tracking this big story with you. Thank you so much for bringing us that update.